I mean, it's an incredible platform.
Hiring an international is as easy as hiring a domestic person.
There's a lot of truth, but there's a lot of fallacy out there about what the immigration and visa costs are.
I quickly realized that it was pretty difficult, and that kind of got me thinking, like, hey, is this just me or is it fellow international students?
We're the first place to call
Exactly.
when you need business advice. Geert, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to have you back for our Bridges to Business podcast. The opportunity for us today is severalfold. One, you were a client here of the SBDC. Secondarily, you are an international student. Third, you are a very successful student. And more importantly, your idea about how to bridge international students with businesses has been a great idea. And to see it now come to fruition, I thought, wow, from all of these perspectives that we just talked about, this would be a great opportunity to bring this idea and this passion that you have out to the business community. So go ahead and just kind of give a little bit of an overview, of a summary of the idea, what we talked about, and where you've brought it today.
Yeah, first of all, I'm happy to be here. Glad to reconnect after we spent a couple of years working together. When I was an international student, I wanted to stay in the US and find a job. International students have work authorization, but when I was applying to jobs, I quickly realized that it was pretty difficult for an international student to find a job, and that kind of got me thinking, like, hey, is this just me or is it fellow international students that are facing the same problems? So I started talking to a lot of international students, a lot of employers, and a lot of university reps around the country to get a better understanding of what was really going on.
And I know you and I talked about this idea for a long time, correct?
I think at least once a week we had a meeting to talk about this problem, because we knew the problem was there. We just didn't exactly know what the problem was and how to fix it. Well, what came out of me talking to you and to several people around the country was that employers just didn't know enough about international hiring to confidently consider them, and university reps that they were just having a very hard time to connect their international students with those employers, and that's where the idea of Northbridge came about. So now we have a platform where we help international students in their job search, and we do that through visa-friendly jobs, advisor meetings, but also clear visa guides and events that we host.
So tell me a little bit about the platform itself and how it works.
Yeah. So it has, I would say, two main components. One is the visa-friendly job board, which is a job board with daily updated visa-friendly jobs. And what this means is that every morning around 7 a.m. new jobs are added and outdated and filled jobs are removed. Students can filter roles with, for example, full-time job, internship. They can filter by location and state, and they can also set daily job alerts so you never miss out on a job that you're interested in. So that is the job board. Then on the other hand, we have the informational part, where we break down how international hiring works. We also host monthly events with immigration lawyers, career coaches, and other international students who have done it before. And then maybe our most powerful feature is the advisor listings. What this is that students that have an account can book free meetings with either former international students who have successfully found a job, career coaches, immigration lawyers, because you can have all those visa-friendly jobs available to you. But if you, for example, don't have a good resume, if you don't know how to answer certain questions in an interview, or if you just don't have a clear strategy, then all those visa-friendly jobs are useless. So we think every international student, before they start applying to a job, they should at least have a meeting with one of those advisors to get some additional guidance.
So it's an incredible platform, and it addressed all of the pain points that I believe you, your fellow students and colleagues have experienced
Yeah.
through your international process through students. So the other part of that equation is obviously employers. So at this point at all, what have you done to maybe raise the interest of the employer community?
So that is, of course, the hardest part about our business, because there is so much misconception, and I also believe that a lot of employers just don't have the time or are just not willing to dive into this very difficult topic. So we are still trying to break this stereotype and show employers how easy it is to hire international students, and we do this with webinars, with visa guides, with daily LinkedIn posts, and we also try to connect with employers directly. Since we are based in Pittsburgh, we have reached out and connected with a couple like hiring managers and employers in the region. That has been going pretty well. Pretty much every employer that we talked to who didn't know about international hiring was very excited and positively surprised how easy it is.
I think from my understanding, and again, working with the small business community, I think, again, there's a lot of misconception. So, with the immigration situation as it is, and this is not to be on one side or the other, I think you have that. Then you have, well, what does this cost? And there's a lot of truth, but there's a lot of fallacy out there about what the immigration and visa costs are.
Yep.
So I think the opportunity is the more that they would know, the more, because right now here at the SBDC, you've taught me a lot.
Yeah.
In terms of the process, and subsequently I hired 2 international students.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you from the standpoint of commitment, willingness to want to give 300%, and more importantly, willingness to negotiate with myself as the employer, much more than I had thought ever could possibly occur. So, I have been personally, as the director here of the SBDC, have been personally pleased and most satisfied with at least the 2 experiences I've had now to actually bring on, international individuals.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at the platform, if you look at your business, if you say in one differential, what is the key differential? What are you doing? And are you the only one doing it at this point?
Yeah. So there are a few platforms out there that also support international students in their job search. The majority of those platforms only focus on visa-friendly jobs. We think that is very important because if you don't have the visa-friendly jobs, you will probably not find a job that is actually visa-friendly. Why and how we are different is that we offer more than just a job. So that's why we focus on bringing on more advisors, because like I mentioned before, you can have all those visa-friendly jobs, but if you don't have the right strategy, if your resume, if your cover letter is not in place, then most of those applications will go nowhere, especially since most international students are studying in a STEM field, so in a tech field. That is already super crowded as well. So an international student that's in tech that applies to a job will probably has 500, 700 competitors. So the chance that you will get a job is super small.
What would you, if today we had an employer forum here?
Yeah.
What would you tell these employers?
Yeah.
From the employer, what do you see them getting
Yeah.
from this process?
Well, first of all, we always want to tell employers that hiring an international is as easy as hiring a domestic person. We want international students to be treated the same as American students. However, international students can bring a lot to the table. So they already left their home country to study in the US and they adapted to a system that was not familiar to them. So I would say they're highly adaptable. Also, they know that their time is potentially limited because if you are on STEM OPT, you can only work up to 3 years. So the student has 3 years to prove themselves that they are a worthy employee So at that point it's not student anymore, but the employer is going to do everything to show the employer that, you know, they are worth it, and that's a way for the employer to look at potential sponsorship if this employee is worth keeping.
So I have to tell you personally, not only because of the fact that you were a client of this SBDC, but to see you take an idea, be passionate about it, and we've talked about this all the time, the sweat equity that you've put into this and the risk, all of the components that truly make or break someone who's going to be an entrepreneur. So I'm, you know, we're here at the center, I'm as proud as a peacock because I see that you've been that successful. I want to thank you for coming in today. I'm wishing you the best of luck, and don't forget, we're always here if you need any type of business advice and business strategy. For instance, I think we just talked about tax advice.
Yeah.
So you know, we're the first place to call
Exactly.
when you need business advice. But thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. For all of you out there, I would like to just offer you some thoughts on this process. At one time, I was myself a little reluctant about international students. But this experience with Geert, my experience in working with international students, has really changed my thinking and the whole dynamic as to why any employer should really seriously give consideration to international students. With the help and assistance of someone like Geert, I'd encourage you that if you're in the hiring mode and seeking talent mode, don't dismiss international students. As Geert mentioned earlier, they're very compassionate, they're very, very highly motivated. They are more than willing to work with you and negotiate with you on their elements of employment. And you get a trial period, 1, 2, 3 years of really assessing their ability and their commitment to you. At that point, if visa status is an issue, then I would highly encourage you to look at that and even consider the costs incurred to bring them into some legal permanent status. I guess I would leave you with this. Think of the costs associated with recruiting individuals. Here, you have an opportunity for a fraction of that cost to bring on an international student, test the waters, see how it goes, and have a very, very smooth and easy transition into that job and position status. Thank you.